I believe it comes complete with its own set of leads. Hello and welcome to the third instalment of our series exploring different sorts of mountain bike. And I'm again here with Chris Cockrill, who is not only a mountain bike coach, but he's also a key member of the Sigma Sports customer service team. So essentially two for the price of one. We've already looked at hardtail for cross-country riding and full sus for trail riding. So Chris, what have you got on the menu for us today?
You're in for a treat today, Matt. We've got a Specialized Turbo Levo SL. It's going to be wicked fun out there on the trails. So this is an e-mountain bike, and I'm going to show you how to get the most out of one of these bikes.
Let's get e-gnarly. Can't get me foot in.
Slow down. What are you doing? It's gone.
Obviously, this is a full sus mountain bike, or both of these are full sus mountain bikes with a motor. But why would anybody want one of these? What are the benefits?
So, it's, like you said, it's basically it's a full suspension mountain bike, just with a motor. But it means that you can either ride the same amount of trails in a shorter amount of time, or you can ride more trails in sort of a shorter amount of time or the same amount of time. So they're wicked. It just means more riding, basically.
I know there's not much weight difference between this and that bike at all, is there?
No, not really, no.
Amazing.
It's great. It's amazing how they've done it, but they're super powerful, so it means you can get up a lot more stuff a lot easier as well. And big fan.
So basically you can get far more trail riding in for less energy. You take it further and maybe and even faster basically as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right then, Chris, I'll see you at the top, mate. I'm just going to whack it straight into turbo mode. Cheers, pal. Chris, been riding this a little while now, and apart from the obvious benefits of it getting you across this sort of terrain a lot quicker, especially up the steep climbs, in terms of where it handles, I've not noticed much difference at all. In fact, it feels exceptionally planted, especially when you're going over technical terrain and going through corners quickly. Yeah,
definitely. And like you said, where you've got the motor and the battery is a lot lower down on the bike, it just gives you that extra stability.
So in terms of the actual experience between this and a full sus, not much at all. It's very, very subtle.
This one specifically is sort of a new breed where it's a little bit lighter weight, so you don't get quite as much power with it, but it's that little bit lighter, so it's more similar to a normal trail bike.
Should we go and give it a bit more of a shred?
Reckon so.
Right then, Chris, we're going to put this electric mountain bike to the test by going up that. Any tips? Apart from putting it on full boost mode?
Full boost mode for sure. Keep looking all the way up the hill, so keep looking even further up the hill, choosing your smoothest line, so you can see it's probably slightly to the right of the hill. Just to try and keep it a little bit easier, a little bit smoother going up, and keeping it in a nice easy gear just so you can keep that cadence, keep that speed going. But you'll be all right. Let's get it.
Oh! Not any...
Oh my God!
Shall we have a little debrief then? Good job. Yeah, I mean, it is amazing. I mean, the engine in this obviously gives you a massive amount of assistance, but you've still got to look at your technique as well, haven't you? It's not just about the bike, although there's no way most people would get up there on a regular bike, but this...
It doesn't do it for you. You still have to do it. It just helps you out that bit more, makes it a bit more accessible, really.
Yeah, I think it does flatten out a lot of the terrain, doesn't it? But that was still exceptionally hard. I mean, I did make a couple of attempts that I did wipe out as well. But eventually got up. But no, it is And you can just do a lot more on it, can't you? You can go to places that are pretty much inaccessible you wouldn't even attempt, and that's what makes it a really cool bit of kit.
Stuff you wouldn't even think of cycling up, you can now do, and that just cuts down on your time getting to the trails. So,
and because it's so dialed, and you've got that tiny little bit of extra weight, you feel absolutely rock solid when you come back down again as well. So it's a lot of fun, loving it. Let's do it again. Would you like coffee?
Coffee, please. Coffee.
Put to the test everything that I've learned on the different bikes, on of course the hardtail, on the full sus, and now on this. And the technical side really helps, but this bike, I mean, it doesn't feel a lot different. If anything, when you're really traveling at speed, it feels like it's really rooted to the ground. It just gives that a bit of extra confidence. And with the added bonus, of course, of getting back up a lot quicker than anybody else and saving a bit more energy, so you can get a few more downhill runs in the day. But no, I mean, in terms of the way it feels, it doesn't feel that much different than the full suspension bike, that's for sure. It dampens everything, it kind of smooths it, it does a lot of the work for you, but most enjoyably, that was a lot of fun.
Definitely, I think that's the key point with kind of all of the bikes. They'll do some of the work for you. Obviously, that's the whole point of suspension and motor, but it's still you having to do it. Yeah. The human element is still the biggest part of it all. So yeah, just like you said, with an e-bike, you can get back up to the top super quick, get more runs in. So there's a bit of a misconception that they're sluggish, or they're not. They're just nice and planted and fast and flowy. Yeah. Again, with a trail bike, like we did on one of the last videos, they're so much fun. They're great, and they've got their advantages in some sections compared to where a hardtail has got their advantages in another section. So yeah, they're all awesome bikes.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, and as I say, you can almost arguably just pack in that little bit more into your day, can't you?
Yeah, definitely.
That's for sure.
Definitely. And don't forget, at Sigma Sports, we're here to help. You can head onto the website to help choose your next mountain bike, download the app, or give us a call, or pop into the store and we'll help you out as much as we can.